I'm Layla Graham.
And I'm Layla Gonzalez.
Welcome to United ITV News, a program that will show you what's happening at United ISD.
And you'll see events and activities that take place in our district.
On today's show, we'll take you to Juarez Elementary School, where a 4th grade teacher received a surprise recognition for saving the life of a student.
And the United Independent School District raised over $15,000 to benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Antonio.
Those stories and more are coming up
on this exciting edition of United ITV News.
United ISD started the new year acting on a resolution to keep everyone safe in case of any emergency.
At the first professional development workday of 2023, district employees led by the district's crisis response team used the day to enact a practice mock reunification exercise.
This mock reunification drill was planned to give employees an opportunity to practice UISD safety procedures and protocols, learn from the experience, and make any adjustments necessary. The district wants to be as prepared as possible to handle a crisis situation. Superintendent David H. Gonzalez and the Board of Trustees want the community to know that United ISD is doing everything possible to be prepared, and this is one example of how everyone can work together to have in place an efficient, effective, and organized emergency response plan. District officials want to promote a safe learning and working environment. They encourage parents to please speak with their children about reporting anything suspicious to a teacher, administrator, or UISD law enforcement.
A 4th grade teacher from Juarez Lincoln Elementary received a surprise recognition for saving the life of a student. Karina Ramos, a 4th grade teacher from Juarez Lincoln Elementary, received a surprise recognition by the City of Rio Bravo Commissioner Amanda Agüero for saving the life of a student who was choking while she was eating her lunch. The teacher, along with another student that alerted her of the situation, were honored.
Today, the city of Rio Bravo, on behalf of the mayor and the city and my staff, we presented the teacher, Karina Ramos, with this life-saving award. She might be a teacher for we know her as a teacher, right? But for her students, she was a hero that day.
Ramos was alerted by a student that another student was choking. She quickly responded by applying the Heimlich maneuver and removing the object, thus saving the student's life. 4th grade teacher Karina Ramos tells us about her experience.
It was a scary experience, but I was very proud that not only did I stay collected and calm, my students that were there, I did have 4 other students that were there watching. They stayed calm, they didn't react, and they let us do what we needed to do. And thank God everything was okay. I would just say stay vigilant. If you can, get the training. You could save a life one day.
Rio Bravo officials honored the teacher for going above and beyond to save one of her students who was in a critical situation.
United Middle School celebrated the recognition of 5 of their students for the Congressional App Challenge. The Congressional App Challenge is a nationwide competition open to middle school and high school students across the nation. It is Congress' effort to try and bridge the gap of technical skills, computer programming skills, and coding skills in the modern workforce.
It's a big thing. It's the most prestigious award for any computer science student. So we were very, very elated to hear and very proud to hear that our 5 students garnered the top 2 positions, 1st and 2nd place.
The students were joined by their families and school administrators.
United ISD held its 10th annual Spelling Bee competition at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Complex. 3rd grade to 8th grade students from the district's elementary and middle schools participated in the event. There were 42 participants from 30 elementary and 12 middle schools. Students first compete in a classroom spelling bee at their campus, then in a school spelling bee, followed by the district spelling bee, and finally the regional spelling bee. This year's first place winner was 8th grader Nathaniel Rimocal from Lamar Bruni Vergara Middle School. 2nd place was 6th grader Alejandro Martinez from Perales Middle School, and 3rd place was 5th grader Toby Veliz from De Llano Elementary School. Congratulations to all.
Local counselors spent a day at the annual Border Counseling Association conference held at Texas A&M International University. UISD Board of Trustees member Francisco Frank Castillo joined district staff as they heard from experts in the field of childhood development. The winter event kicks off an exciting time for counselors who celebrate National School Counseling Week, February 6th through 10th. About 70 counselors arrived on the campus of TAMI-U to take part in the staff development. The speakers included Dr. Gilberto Salinas, a professor of TAMI-U, who presented on adverse childhood experiences. Salinas explained how adverse childhood experiences have a profound impact on a child's future health and wellness. These include emotional, physical and sexual abuse, neglect, divorce, domestic violence, substance use disorders, mental illness, and imprisonment.
Congratulations to the KGNS Teacher of the Month selected for the month of January. 7th grade English teacher, Ms. Nikki Garcia, received a surprise visit from local TV station KGNS, and attorney Joey Reyes. Ms. Garcia, who has been teaching at United Middle for 2 years, was nominated by parents and peers for her outstanding work with her students.
My favorite thing about teaching is being able to help my students. Sometimes they don't have anyone else to look up to or that's listening. So sometimes just listening to them a little bit makes that connection, and it just really helps my students grow.
For Attorney Reyes, it's important to recognize educators for all the hard work they do in making sure their students learn and succeed.
I'm a product of UISD, that I had very influential teachers that pushed me to get where I'm at today, and I think that teachers are underappreciated and they deserve the recognition, and what we're doing now is just a small step. There should be a lot more. There should be a bigger deal made and more recognition for all the teachers and the hard work that they do.
Ms. Garcia was provided a gift basket that included several goodies, a $250 check. Her classroom also got to enjoy some of the delicious donuts afterwards.
Laredo Sector Border Patrol has recognized the accomplishments of Laredo's top high school students. The Youth of the Month program highlights the accomplishments of local high school students who excel academically and volunteer for community service projects. Here are United ISD students for the month of January.
Police Department honored the outstanding 8th graders of the month for the month of January. The selected students represent the best of the best amongst their peers and are an example of the high standards that United ISD sets for all of its students. Their teachers nominate each and every one of these students for their achievements, extracurricular activities, community involvement, and their ability to stand out as exemplary pupils. Here are the 8th graders of the month for January.
ISD hosted the Texas Interscholastic Swimming Coaches Association, TISCA, Championship State Meet. TISCA is an organization that promotes the general welfare of swimming, diving, and water polo throughout the state of Texas. The organization was founded in 1959 as a way to organize and recognize the sports of swimming, diving, and water polo at the state level. The state meet was hosted at the United ISD Carol E. Summers Jr. Aquatic Center. Luis S. Fria, Aquatics Coordinator, tells us more about the event.
Well, first of all, let me start by saying swimming is the only sport that can save your life. So that in itself makes it a little bit of a challenge. You have to be a pretty good swimmer to be able to get there. And we're developing the infrastructure to make that happen for Laredo swimmers.
10 teams participated in the competition with a total of 225 swimmers and divers.
United ISD employees and their loved ones took advantage of the first of its kind Wellness Health Fair sponsored by United ISD's Health Services Department. The event took place in January at the Carol E. Summers Jr. Aquatic Center. The event gave everyone interested the opportunity to undergo some basic health care screenings or pick up some important health information. Some of the services were on a first-come, first-served basis, such as breast exams and physicals. Other services included vision screenings, immunizations including COVID-19 of all phases, and flu shots. Health Services Director Irene Rosales tells us more about the event.
The reason that we did this is to encourage everyone to check on their health. Because of the pandemic, a lot of people have neglected themselves because of fear. And so we're trying to bring all these resources to you all so that you can learn what's out there and what it can help you with. But it's very important to take care of your health.
Participants also picked up a few promotional items such as new toothbrushes as well as educational materials about a variety of health issues.
The United Independent School District raised over $15,000 to benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Antonio. 14 elementary schools participated during the month of November 2022, collecting donations for the charity that helps families with temporary housing while their child is being medically treated in area hospitals. The fundraiser has been led by UISD elementary teacher Mrs. Elsa Trejo for the last 12 years with the help of McDonald's Restaurants of Laredo.
It is very important to me because my family used the Ronald McDonald House Charities when my nephew was diagnosed with cancer. And I stayed there one night and I realized how they had helped us, and I wanted to do something in return.
So the last couple of years, about 70 families from Laredo have come to stay at our house. If you look at that, that's probably 250 actual individuals with their family members in there. They'll stay, and they stay almost about 30 to 40 days.
Just over the last 4 years, UISD has collectively raised over $60,000 for the nonprofit organization. This year, a check of $15,765 was presented to the Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Antonio. As an incentive to the participating schools, McDonald's of Laredo will be hosted a Happy Meal party at each campus for the class that collected the most donations.
It was an exciting day for the United South High School Marine Corps, JROTC, as they were presented with a special check on behalf of the Rock Fitness Center. Here is Lorena Martinez with the story.
Person will be promoted. Santo.
It was a celebratory occasion for the United South High School Marine Corps, JROTC, as several of their cadets were promoted in ranks, and they also received a generous donation from local gym Rock Fitness Center. Representatives from Rock Fitness participated in the pinning of the cadets prior to presenting them with a $4,500 check for their military base program. These funds will be used for different things such as equipment, transportation, and competitions.
We consider ourselves at United South to have a very, very active program, and the district gives us a very generous operating budget of $30,000, and we have gone through all of that money with their traveling, with food for the cadets, travels. Some of the travel buses are $5,000. We go to out-of-state competitions, and we are strictly just out of money, but we're not out of events. And so this money could not come at a better time.
The funds could also bring them one step closer to purchasing some much-needed state-of-the-art equipment.
The main reason or the main objective that I would like to achieve is I would like to have an electronic target system. We use this paper targets in the back here. From going and traveling to different competitions, I see other schools with national titles that they have all the electronic target systems. It's a little bit expensive, but in the long run, it'll pay by itself because you no longer have to buy the targets, you don't have to buy the pellets, and it's also environmental friendly.
The United South High School, JROTC, is currently made up of approximately 120 students from all grade levels. The program encourages students to become leaders and is based on the U.S. Marines principles: honor, courage, and commitment. It is open to all students, even those who aren't necessarily interested in joining the military after high school. Rock Fitness Center representatives were excited to contribute to the cadets' success.
Rock, it is a local gym. It's not located anywhere else besides Laredo. So it is important for us to let all of our community know that they are important to us.
During the check presentation, the students had some fun along with their instructors, competing in several exercise activities to win several prizes handed out by the Rock Fitness Center.
Coming up on United ITV News, author Margarita Longoria visits students at Lyndon B. Johnson High School.
And we'll show you Fasken Elementary Career Day.
Don't change that channel.
You're watching United ITV News.
A world of opportunities awaits students enrolled at Laredo and United ISD. Our schools are ranked amongst the best in the state.
We want to assure our parents that our schools are safe. Train police departments and support staff provide a safe and secure environment conducive to learning.
Everyone wants what is best for the youth of our community.
That's why we invite our families to enroll their children now at Laredo and United ISD.
Together, we can do more.
For our children and our community.
In the interest of public safety, United Independent School District is limiting the size and style of bags allowed into events. No purses or bags are allowed, including backpacks, computer bags, coolers, fanny packs, and duffel bags. Small clutch purses no larger than 5.5 by 8.5 inches are allowed, as are clear totes not exceeding 12 by 6 by 12 inches and clear plastic storage bags.
Welcome back to a new school year filled with awesome sporting events and fine arts performances from all our schools.
While doing our best in sports and performing at the highest level is important for any young athlete, musician, or artist, don't forget the reason why you're in school.
Concentrating on academics will not only set you up for a brighter future after graduation, it will also give you the knowledge you need to be successful in life. So remember, learn today, lead tomorrow.
Author and editor Margarita Longoria presented her book, Living Beyond Borders, Growing Up Mexican in America, to the students at Lyndon B. Johnson High School.
She met with 3 Spanish classes and the library's 2 book clubs. Let's take a look at the video.
I found it very interesting learning more about the author and how the story originated, how everything just came together for this beautiful, powerful anthology. It really was something. I really couldn't have asked for anything better.
This is like the funnest part of doing this whole book thing, is getting to meet the kids these are the kids that I had in mind whenever I was putting together this anthology, because I used to be an 8th grade English teacher. So I wanted these stories for our young people. When I started getting my stories in, I was like, wow, like everything just came into play really, really beautifully. But the first story that I got was by, it was Lupe Flores. Her story, it's called My Name is Dolores. And it's about a little girl who doesn't speak English. And they're sending her to school in America. And she was scared, asking her dad, like, well, what do I say? And then the dad was like, just say my name is Dolores. So the teacher's asking her like about her dress, just all kinds of things. And she doesn't know what the teacher's saying. She's like, my name is Dolores. I remember at the end of the story, I was crying because my mother was a farm worker. My mother was a migrant farm worker. She traveled all over, and then they settled in Edinburgh. And when they would come home, my mom would, because they didn't speak English, they would hit them, they would punish them, and everything bad for speaking Spanish, right?
She's very engaging, as you can just see from her presentation. And so I've been following her, and when I heard about Living Beyond Borders, growing up Mexican in America, I, paid more attention, and I purchased the book, I read through the stories, and I said, this is a celebration of our culture. This is something that was passed down from my parents. My parents always taught me and my siblings to love our culture. And even though we tend to speak Spanglish and not proper Spanish, we still need to expose our students to the heritage, the traditions, and also the struggles that Mexican Americans have gone through. And what I love about Living Beyond Borders is that it celebrates 2 cultures, the Mexican and American culture.
Baskin Elementary had a career day. The students had an opportunity to hear from community professionals firsthand. They learned about different career options from firefighters, police, nurses, and even bankers. Let's look at some of the highlights from the event.
Well, today we are hosting our career day. We do this event annually, and we try to bring as many professions to our students so they can get to be more familiar with the different areas that we have. Sometimes students don't know many of the different professions that are out there, and we want them to hear directly from them. We actually try to focus on 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, but we usually have such a good response from the presenters that we get to cover the lower grades too. What we actually tell the presenters is that we suggest that they talk a little bit about what took them to be where they are right now. It might be education, it might be different things in life that guide them to this position that they are right now. Then we tell them to share what a normal day at work is, so the students get to know a little bit better. And then the last part, we let the students ask some questions, and we usually have very good questions from the students.
2 local models are bringing a new platform and message to students at UISD Career Days. Marcela Delgado and Gabriela Ramirez from A21 Modeling Studio in Laredo accepted an invitation from UISD counselors to speak with students. Sonia Sanchez brings us this video.
A1 Modeling Studio was started by Marcela Delgado. She is the CFO of her company, and she started that modeling studio. It's called A21 because one of her cousins had died of suicide. So she died when she was 21, and her name was Adriana. So she wants to go ahead and honor that, and she wants to also spread mental wellness and to have students reach out and ask for help and to dream big. So this is why I've invited them to come in to start speaking to students during Career Day.
Definitely. As us Laredoans, we're very proud to go ahead and contribute to our community, and more than anything, the schools and the kids. I believe they're the future of tomorrow, and it is very important to instruct them young to be kind and to spread awareness within this. So we're very happy to be here.
Absolutely. Our foundation starts here, and so just being able to engage them, bring them into the community, be part of this. So I have my own platform. It's titled Why Me? It's an organization based off of my story. I am a child who was born with a cleft lip, which is a facial deformity, and I do also have dyslexia, which is a learning disability. So just being able to tell those students, I never had that mentor to look up to, and so I want to be that mentor for children and just let them know being different is being beautiful and being unique. So that is my message for those children out there. You can do anything you want to and achieve your dreams.
We're going to start including them in the career days because it's all about the mental wellness of students and how they feel. And these young ladies are going to share their stories of why they started this modeling studio.
This platform and our studio, A21 Modeling Studio, is very important to us just because we have experienced such situations. So I do believe it is very important to go ahead and remind the young children and the future of our generations, just like Gabriela said, to believe in themselves and to always accomplish and seek for their dreams.
We begin tomorrow with our Leaders of Tomorrow, which is our children. So we're here to just spend time with them and teach them a little bit about confidence, self-courage, and words of kindness.
As winter sets in, it's necessary to help children and families with great need. To this, the UISD's Discipline Management and Student Relations Department teamed up with Mr. Garza Robles to provide jackets and supplies to students along with a tasty meal. As part of the Keeping You Warm campaign, 123 winter jackets and backpacks with school supplies were handed out to 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders at Freedom Elementary. School Principal Stephanie Silva had this to say.
No, just that we are very appreciative of Discipline Management for helping us out today. And of course, a huge shout out and thank you to Licenciado Eduardo Garza for doing this for our community, for our Mighty Bees. We are very appreciative. I know today that he's going to be able to witness lots of smiles today as our students come in and receive these jackets and of course this delicious warm meal.
The students also enjoyed a free lunch from Chick-fil-A courtesy of Unitrade owner Eduardo A. Garza Robles.
United ISD held its Project Hope Homeless Outreach for Public Education Carnival of Learning for its families in January. Some of those attending fall under the umbrella of the McKinney-Vento Act, which defines homeless children as individuals who lack a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence. Migrant families are also invited to take part in the yearly event. The event is organized by United ISD's Federal and State Programs Department and brings together families with the goal of networking and providing assistance wherever possible. Federal Programs Coordinator Sara Hernandez says creating awareness is important.
We just want to create awareness to our community that UISD is here to assist any family who's experiencing an economic hardship or families in transition.
The program is possible due to a Texas grant and is part of a bigger campaign to do outreach to help children get the assistance and education they need.
Congratulations to our superintendent, Mr. David Gonzalez, on being nominated for the 2023 Orgullo Latino Legacy Award presented by the Webb County LULAC Council. This award recognizes individuals for their achievements and contributions to the Latino community. It honors those who have committed to positively impacting Laredo children and their families.
It is a neat honor. It's a big honor for me, representing United Independent School District. I want to recognize Webb County LULAC for doing this. There's an opportunity for them to give back to our community, and I'm being part of it. That's a big honor. In this case, it's going to be scholarships for seniors, not only with United, but in our community.
The Orgullo Latino Legacy Award is an annual fundraiser event that provides scholarships for high school students in Webb County. A special award dinner will be hosted on April 6, 2023 to recognize this year's recipients.
The students of United ISD play a big role in delivering the school news to the district's community. Journalism students frequently arrive at the district's communications studio located off of McPherson Road, ready to learn about the field of television news production. Antonio Gonzalez Middle School recently sent some talented communicators to join the ITV News production team. A skilled group of students and their teacher, Rocio Maris Rubio, helped to produce a news show to be aired soon on local networks. Jacqueline Segura and Elizabeth Garcia Cervantes anchored an upcoming ITV news show. Maris Rubio says all of her students have a lot of practice since they do the morning announcements live every day at their school. The kids 6th through 8th grade are also part of the Puma Productions Club. The students also heard from UISD Communications ITV staff on how they got involved in TV production and some tips for finding success in the media industry. The shows can also be viewed on the district's website and YouTube channel.
You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
And be sure to watch all the latest UISD videos on our YouTube channel.
You've been watching United ITV News.
We hope you enjoyed our show.
Thank you for watching.